Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's your boy Berg. Okay, real name Fariq Harith. How do I say this? Unofficial commentator lah, I can say. For 3 years, I've been commentating for 3 years. Since I think 2022, started off with MXBL, and now there's a lot of tournaments now. I've been playing paintball for 17 years, more or less, including COVID years. Okay. Been commentating for this year, 2025, 10 tournaments in total. Okay, 4 leg dengan South Injury Series, 4 leg dengan MPL, and the other 2, satu dengan Mayor's Cup Pulau Pinang dengan satu lagi Mayor's Cup Pasir Gudang. So shout out to Guru and friends, shout out to the director himself for keep on inviting me. Okay. Nampak macam mudah. Okay. Certain players of post event jumpa, Berg macam best lah kan, duduk belakang tabir tengok skrin kan, tak berpanas macam Marshall. But then again, we are always the first to arrive on the field. Okay, minus yang pasang padang lah for event luar, bukan yang event yang dah ada pada paintball macam Cyberjaya, Awana dan LPA. Okay, we are always the first on the field. We are always the last one to go up, the last one to pack. Okay, so tu antara benda, bukan nak ada setback, antara cabarannya lah, you know, especially tournament luar central, yang mana logistics is the main thing. Perjalanan, pergi dan balik, you know, things like that. There's one time I got to work in Singapore, Khamis Jumaat kerja kat Singapore, then take a bus almost 10 hours, 11 hours dari Singapore pergi Penang sampai pagi, sampai Padang terus commentate. Okay, habis hari Ahad terus patah balik Singapore with the bus, sebab hari Isnin kerja kat Singapore. So that's my biggest challenge lah, commentating in 2025. Would I do it all over again? Yes. Okay. Out of all tournaments yang pernah commentate, I think the biggest challenge was Penang Mayor Cup. The reason being is logistic, and me coming from Singapore to and fro, and but then again, Allah pun dah janji kalau benda yang paling sukar bagimu, InsyaAllah di hujung harinya dia punya rewardnya tu indah. My best ever commentating was Penang, obviously. So many teams, international teams and whatnot. I think ada dekat lebih dari 100 pasukan bertanding selama 3 hari, Jumaat Sabtu Ahad. Lain daripada tu, the rest of the tournament throughout the whole year, sebab at one point dia dah jadi macam makan nasi dah, macam dah biasa. Oh, contohnya ibaratnya conversation aku dengan Fan, next event macam mana ni, okay, nothing much going on, sebab dah tahu dah, masing-masing dah faham how does it work, when to work, how does it start and what not, apa semua kan. Another thing is, one thing in common of all tournaments yang kita orang live stream, I mean me representing Guru and friends, satu persamaan ialah organizer is getting better and better at organizing. Okay, players are getting good, you know, new teams are coming in, you know, things like that, and the vibe is always the same. Saya rasa semua orang setuju yang mana-mana tournament you pergi, whether you're playing, whether you're marshalling, or you become a pre crew, ataupun you datang saja as a spectator, the vibe is the same, always the same. 10 years ago, 11, 15 years ago is the same. and that kind of vibe that makes people keep on coming, keep on participating. You know, people like me that hasn't been playing actively for the past 3 years. Before all this, before live stream, before COVID, I've been actively playing for 12 tournaments, average a year lah, 12 tournaments a year, more or less, kan? And why do people like me keep on coming back walaupun dah tak relevan? Maksudnya bukanlah tak relevan, maknanya dah tak main lah. Basically yang main je akan datang, keep on datang tournament kan. Now with the live stream, walaupun tak main, you can still feel the vibe, you can still be and watch the live stream at the comfort of your home. Boleh duduk dalam jamban pun tengok live, sambil masak pun boleh tengok live, dengar. So people dah tak terasing. Last time before live stream bukan kurang tu dari segi mana, macam contoh there's a tournament dulu, let's say there's a tournament in WCA, you couldn't make it, so niat di hati ni terasa nak pergi, but tak boleh, kadang-kadang masa ke kerja dan keluarga dan sebagainya. But now with the help of live stream, it's all possible kan, you can still be in it. And insyaAllah every komen yang lalu dekat ruang komen tu kita raikan, kita entertain. And I will say in the comment, you know, keep the comments rolling, keep the comments coming. Any topic will do, you know, as long as it is not sensitive, you know, benda-benda macam tu lah. And live stream is one thing that I realised on the second and third year, impact yang kita berikan, you know, memory yang kita create. You know, back then before COVID, untuk sebagai to explain is, sebagai contoh, WCA dulu kat Langkawi pernah buat live stream untuk Padang 1, you know, and to be in the live stream, untuk dulu aku main WCA, main Division 4, so kena masuk final, kena masuk top 4, semi final, barulah ada chance masuk live. Okay, so I managed to did that with me and my team. Shout out Jalak Team Tag back then. Okay, baru dapat masuk live. And now, literally all tournaments ada live stream. Okay, whether you like it or not, semua mistake yang korang buat, semua benda bagus yang korang buat is recorded. Okay, so shout out live stream people, Goran friends. And dulu kita ada at one point kita ada FIBM TV, you know, for keeping this, for making this happen, and especially to the organisers for keep on using our services, you know, for the sake of players, for the sake of the community, and for the sake of the sport. Alright, jadi untuk 2025, banyak pemain, banyak pasukan, okay, especially pemain lah. Banyak pemain lama buat comeback. Marshall pun buat comeback. Pemain lama contohnya Ismail Faiz buat comeback. Ex-teammate aku dulu waktu main D4 Calana dulu buat comeback last league South Region Race Series tempoh hari dekat Cyberjaya, buat comeback. Marshall pun buat comeback. Azmin Bear ada, nampak Mohsin atas padang, you know, ada Marshall yang bila aku pergi kemah Marshall, siapa Marshall ni? Oh, Marshall ni zaman main MPL dulu buat comeback, you know. And at one point aku pernah tengok pemain yang dulu main Woodsball selalu pun buat comeback. Comeback bukan main lah, comeback datang padang tengok, you know, because they miss the vibe and everything. But throughout the whole year, in terms of pemain yang main, players, the future is bright for Malaysian Paintball. The young kids of Malaysian Paintball, okay, the young kids of Rogue Troopers, young kids, young gunners of SBJ, yang mana sekarang ni dah bukan young dah. And then CMX Samun antaranya main South Legion Race Series dengan line up yang sama for the whole 4 leagues. You know, bukan sahaja diorang bentangkan ataupun pemain-pemain muda, CMX yang antara satu nama yang lama lah. Okay. Legenda lah kira, kan? Tim yang kuat dekat Division 2. Okay. Antara kita sebut nama macam Aboy daripada RT, antara player-player pemain yang banyak improvement. Okay. Ada Kaisara, ada Ashtar, ada Ifat, yang aku tak ingat tu, aku minta maaf. Okay. Lepas tu CMX baru ni, aku ingat lagi nama Zarif ke apa, nombor 50, marker biru, shocker. Okay, one of the players to watch for next year. Racun Nusantara pun ada player-player muda yang daripada KPTM. Okay, mula-mula gugut, lepas masuk Padang, garang macam harimau. Okay, dan player-player comeback tadi aku sebut, aku lupa. Satu lagi, Loco. We've seen Loco in the last leg of MPL, you know. So here's the thing about paintball. As I said earlier about vibe and everything, at one point you realize there is no sports like paintball. Nothing. I've been playing so many sports throughout my entire life. Okay, it's the only sport where you can play for what 30 years. If you started at the age of 20, lepas kau boleh main paintball after 30 years still. But it depends on the intensity lah. Probably in the lower division kan. Okay, there are people that are still playing walaupun dah reach 50s, tak pernah berhenti main pun ada. A lot, you know. Okay. Team wise, I think APM, okay, team daripada APM, especially Savages and Sausages, as Ravages baru lagi, keep on dominating, consistently dominating almost every tournament. I think team yang paling konsisten lah, I see. Team yang paling banyak achievement throughout my commentating would be Nemesis Legion, obviously. Okay, more than 20 years I think, or maybe less, or maybe dah dekat 20 tahun. Nemesis Legion always the big powerhouse, the Malayan Blue Dragon. Other than that, we see SBJ after 3 years, finally menang overall D3 kat Accelerate Series. So in Unknown X as well, Unknown X. So Unknown X, Racun Nusantara, SBJ, I think is the new powerhouse. Okay, I would like to see these three. Okay, team yang tak mention ni bukan tak power but yang ni yang paling menyelah lah. Antara team yang very aggressive attacking, and then the new modern paintball is more aggressive unlike last time. Dulu kita ada position front dua, back players and center, and that's it. Now kita ada insert player lah, second attacker lah, you know, mobile center lah and whatnot lah. There's so many new position yang coming up because of a different layout. Layout pun dah no longer conservative. Okay, organizer mula, banyak organizer kreatif lah sekarang ni. Macam, jadi because of this layout, dia mencungkil bakat-bakat terpendam player, kan? Yang mana ada playernya asalnya selesa bermain di belakang, rupanya dia sedar lepas main banyak tournament what not. Okay, oh, he himself is an attacking player, he's a front man. So thanks to the layout created by the organizer, and then the training as well lah kan, training yang korang went through and what not. Alright, so I would like to see, you know, Division 2 teams to contest the reign of the Division 1 existing Division 1 team like Dark Side, Nemesis Legion, Savages. You know, Wise Guys is very strong in the MXBL. Beastwaxers, you know, antara pasukan yang kata bola Beastwaxers ni kalau main, dia team, nak kata team project bukan juga, dia always dengan player yang sama. Tapi dia main dengan player yang dia ambil adalah player season, always season players. So ibaratnya kalau kita banding dengan kalau bola lah kan, dia macam AC Milan of paintball lah. Dia main dengan kuda-kuda tua, yang mana chances for them to podium sangat tinggi. Now, speaking of podium, ada players yang dia tak duduk dalam mana-mana pasukan, tapi dia pergi guesting. Dia pergi main dengan different team. Contohnya macam Rahman kan, macam Oni, always dua ni kalau pergi mana team. So far this year dia mesti podium punya. If I'm wrong, boleh tanya diorang. Okay. Ada pasukan yang having a hard time maintaining their lineups, macam EJPC. You know, used to be I was a part of the team where we're the underdogs early of the season, but throughout the middle of the season, ada orang cakap we're the giant killers, kan? Kita menang dengan nama-nama besar, kan? And it was our most success. I mean, JPC had their most successful run in 2019 where they competed, I think if I'm not mistaken, 11 tournaments. They podium 9 or 10 out of 11. So throughout 2025, ada pasukan yang berjaya menyangkal dan kata beat the odds. It's Canyon Project, pasukan yang tiada player Division 1 langsung dalam tim dia. Okay, hanya Division 2, Division 3 gabungan pemain-pemain different team from Canyon Paintball, compete dalam MPL. Okay, mengalahkan nama-nama besar. So it is probably proven, okay, and they podium. And it's a back-to-back thing also for Canyon Project. So these are the things maybe in the next season mungkin kita dapat lihat Canyon Project, participate as a team, as a proper team, not a project team anymore. But depends. Okay. Ada juga pasukan-pasukan baru yang bertanding. Banyak pasukan baru yang bertanding. Contohnya Fraternity, Alpha. Alpha had a good run this year. Think like most tournament they participate pun podium. Aslinya baru sekali tak lepas prelim, dengan ada sekali ke 2 kali sangkut quarter. Tapi ada tournaments they had a good run this year. Noboru, okay, yang baru saja mula bertanding dekat MPL lastnya, tak silap last league MPL ataupun third league, saya tak pasti. So those are the teams yang baru. Apa lagi? Fraternity kita dah sebut. Kita nak tengok tim-tim macam Onde Jebon daripada Melaka, consistently diorang lepas quarter cuma belum ada rezeki podium. Yang lain daripada tu kita nak tengok. I would like to see RT, okay, to break the stereotype, break the taboo, the jinx, okay, because they've been training for so long. At one point I think Allah boleh bagi, mungkin tahun 2026, we never see, we never know, depends if they keep on grinding, keep on training, insyaAllah. Pada masa yang sama juga kita I would like to see the big names maintain. Contohnya macam Nemesis, dia ada foundation dia, Dark Side dia ada foundation dia, Beast Waxers dengan Waxers Legion, EJPC struggling but they are trying to build up. So tim-tim yang lama ni jangan berkubur. Keep on participating, keep on grinding. At the end of the day, paintball is just a hobby, but it's a serious one. And then it's the only sport that I believe all players are looking forward to play. All players lah, kan? Contohnya kalau weekend ni nak main, hari ni baru hari Isnin, tak sabarnya nak tunggu hari Jumaat, nak pack up barang, nak pergi walk the field Jumaat petang and what not. Those are the things lah. So I wish that more in terms of players, we need more young gunners, especially new teams, because now we have, in terms of field, kita ada banyak dah. Negeri Sembilan ada satu run, I think field operator dia run by Zack Hakim, player COD. Kita ada Cik dekat Penang, kita ada Unimap dekat Perlis ada, kita ada Melaka as well, Abang Joe Friday and Flashpoint Bukit Katil, Johnny Woo down in the south with Doi, Pok Ya in the east coast, and Tuan Murshidi the field in Sarawak, and Miguel tak silap dekat Sabah. Field dah ada, okay. Like the late Abang Pian, arwah Abang Pian pernah cakap, the sports will grow when there's field in their respective area, okay, and then it only makes sense for team untuk train and what not apa semua. Dan new teams will keep on coming, datang daripada corporate group ke, datang daripada yang main santai-santai. I came from a group where waktu it was an activity raya, kan, jom lah main dengan saudara mara and what not. Now, and because of that, I've been playing for 17 years, things like that. Alright, achievement for 2025 out of 10 tournaments yang aku commentate. So overall, open for Southern Legion, Savages from APM, overall D3, squad budak jahat. Shout out Adi Rosman, Nazir Izham, Johari Tambi for creating the platform I think 3 years ago, and now dia membuahkan hasil dan now the overall D3 champion, and who knows, maybe we'll see SBJ to compete in 2026 ataupun platform SBJ ada semula. Okay, and then overall MPL, Nemesis Legion, overall Nemesis Legion menang open, overall amateur for MPL Unknown X, coach by Miame of Unknown, a bunch of aggressive player. Kalau tengok data statistik Unknown ni, kalau based on time remaining, kalau dulu kita ada biasanya dalam statistik post game kita ada match won, set points, set loss and whatnot, dan ada lagi satu time remaining antara tim yang agresif Unknown X seiring dengan Sausages, Racun Nusantara as well, champion Persigudan pun Nemesis Legion. So kena tengok balik apa yang dia achieve. Okay, macam mana dia achieve. Okay. And in sports marketing, there's 5 fingers of sports marketing. There's heroes, there's history, spectacle, ongoing narrative, and statistic. Okay. Daripada 5 ni, kita ada 3. Kita ada hero, kita ada ongoing narrative, kita ada history. Yang kurangnya spectacle dengan statistik. In which spectacle with the live stream, we are slowly providing that. And statistic, who knows? At one point, at one day, kita di belakang tabir ni boleh sajikan korang, during event, post event, pre-event, with data-data menarik, like players with the most kills, player with the highest survivability rate, ataupun chances to podium, things like that, based on paper, based on statistic and whatnot. Dan kita tengok balik achievement ni tadi, it goes back to sacrifices, pengorbanan. Okay. Saya rasa semua orang rasa benda ni dan semua orang lalui benda ni, especially those with families. I'm not saying yang single ni dia tak sacrifice, dia sacrifice juga, but for family man lagi besar sacrifice. So leaving the kids behind, leaving wife with the kids at home in the weekends, and there's only 52 weekends a year, and if you're actively playing, it's like half of the weekends solely for paintball, things like that. So sacrifice tadi, with the wife, the parents, husband and whatnot, dia memberi izin untuk suami ataupun isteri ataupun anak-anak to compete. Contoh kalau family semua rasa lah, kalau kita cakap laki bini, kita tengok macam Abang Nazri dengan Kak Siti. If Kak Siti is playing Abang Nazri, dia tak main, dia jadi pit crew untuk tim yang Kak Siti main, vice versa. Parents yang support macam Encik Rosnali Faizur of Arif Daniel, bila anak dia main dalam live selain kadang-kadang dia komen dalam live, things like that. Macam kalau kadang-kadang bawa family pergi padang paintball, macam John Buyo, selalunya dia akan bawa wife dia Buya dengan 4 orang anak dia. Sometimes dengan mak mentua dia datang sekali, dia bawa angkut semua, macam pemain-pemain daripada luar kawasan, especially luar kawasan lah. Okay. Kadang-kadang Hadi of Pirates pun sama juga kan. Baru-baru ni Broncos yang main guesting untuk EJPC, yang dulu main untuk Motolocos. Okay. Ada graduation day dekat UAE, adik dia tak silap kan. Adik dia grad convo, dia pergi main paintball. Benda-benda macam tu lah. Mana killing 2 birds with 1 stone, the things like that, sacrifices. Because at the end of the day, balik kepada why keep on coming is very stress relieving. Paintball is very stress relieving. Whether you're a player, especially players lah, especially players. Sebab in the field, I mean if you're a Muslim, it's only about you, your opponents and God, and that's it. It's not about mortgage belum bayar, loan kereta belum bayar. It's not about that. It's a very stress relieving, and people crave for that moment. And for that moment tak banyak sports yang bagi. and especially in this team sport of paintball ni, intensity is very high. Even if you're pit crewing, if your team is winning, you feel the intense, you feel the hype of winning, the hype of from losing to winning or even a draw. Okay, benda-benda macam tu. And the vibe shown by other players yang datang daripada Johor, Brunei, daripada Singapore, Thailand, what not, the amount, nak kata duit ni dah tak terkira lah. Kita kata effort, it's, in terms of money, it's priceless. In terms of effort, dah tak boleh kira dah. You know, the preparation that it took, you know, the sacrifices, regardless, even though you're not winning sekalipun, same thing. Okay, so semua pemain ni dia berharap bila dia compete dalam tournament, dia nak menang, dengan harapan dengan kemenangan tu yang dia bawa balik segala pengorbanan atau penantian oleh ahli keluarga ke, kan, dia jadi berbaloi. Not to say kalah ni tak berbaloi. Okay, bila kalah ni pun you remember a lot of things, mistake that shouldn't have been done, lesson learned and what not. So the other day kita ada Dharma di live stream, dia kata bab menang podium ni, kalau hari ni menang, esoknya lupa dah. Mungkinlah, you know, if you won the overall champ ke, champion division ke, what not ke apa, podium ke apa, hari ni dah, esoknya seronok kan. You know, the next weekend, okay, training back, I mean, looking forward to the next one. Apa yang you ingat is the memory created during this tournament. So this memory is priceless. You know, every players, even martial organizer has their own moments that they will cherish until the day they die. And then this moment that it will pass down, akan diceritakan kepada anak-anak cucu kan. Oh, dulu uncle was like this, dulu ayah kau macam ni, kan? Dulu atuk lu macam ni, kan? Atuk lu kenal satu kawan banyak cakap botak berjambang and what not, kan? So you know, things like that. And me being a commentator, being in the back of the screen, I always tell myself, though I'm not playing, my presence behind the screen is much more impactful to the life of the others. So ada sebabnya Allah letakkan aku sini. But then again, I miss playing. You know, things like that. Right, achievement 25 yang lainnya. Ni Penang Mayor Cup won by Infernal of Thailand. Okay, they won against Dark Side. Antaranya momen-momen yang paling menarik, I think like most interesting or most special moment that I am a part of, the infamous Deadman Walk by jersey number 77 tak silap, I forgot his name. Okay, caught on final. You know, I think that's the only video that is caught on live stream. I think definitely for Malaysia side, banyak je momen-momen Deadman Walk kan, but caught by live stream yang tu, the infamous Deadman Walk, did it in the final. It was crazy. You know, after the point, it was so intense, you know, but it is what it is. I'm so glad I'm part of that, and to be able to commentate on that. I know it was a very tough blow to Dark Side, but then again, from my perspective, it was one hell of a move. Okay, and then most recent moment, Boy Nazrin, you know, guest player for SBJ, to clinch a draw point. You know, second point for SBJ. They were trailing 2-1. You know, 1 minute and 18 seconds on the clock, and Boy tebuk tengah, and that moment, man, is magical. It's one of the reasons why I keep on doing what I'm doing. You know, one of the reasons why the live stream crew, you know, why is the reason why Guru and friends do what they do best. You know, for this kind of moment. You know, because it's different. Daripada perspektif media tepi padang, no offense, you know, to other media friends, but to capture it in the heat of the moment in live stream, and to have me commentate on that movement, that is so priceless. the double, to mention a few other than that, momen-momen yang menarik, the double blitz by CMX Samun, you know, they buat twice in a row. The second one caught barbaric off guard. They didn't thought that they were gonna come and blitz again with 50 plus seconds on the clock left, you know. And that moment, the second blitz made CMX Samun won the third place of South Legendary Series Division 3. And it is so much memorable because CMX Samun comes from the first event, tempat ke-10, and then tempat ke-14 out of 14, and then 9 out of 14, never made past the prelims. And the last leg they passed the prelim, managed to get into the quarter final, menang quarter final sampai semi, sangkut kalah 1 point dengan SBJ on overtime, and they do it again in the final, in the third fourth, menang third place. You know, I have big hopes and dream for CMX Samun. Finally the real CMX on how they play, you know, offensive, kamikaze kind of aggressive style of attack, you know. Momen-momen run through, momen-momen antaranya MPL ada juga satu, tak pasti dia Sepul ke Fauzan yang buat, pallet dah habis, kutip pallet, run through, managed to take 2 packs and get the point. I think it was in the semi-final or third, fourth placing, can't remember, MPL last league tak silap. You know, those are the moments that I, you know, gonna cherish, you know, especially and definitely players in that moment themselves. Oh, Infernal tadi tu, Inception tadi tu Jai, tak silap aku nama dia, Jai 77, I remember, you know. And moving forward, I'm really looking forward to, you know, those kind of moments, you know, because it is not repeatable. Tak boleh, susah sangat lah nak berlaku lagi sekali, you know, with the same kind of vibe, same situation, same player, same marshal and everything. So looking forward for, you know, big moments like that in the future. Perasaan lah selepas 3 tahun, sedih ada, terharu ada, exciting pun ada. Apa yang sedihnya, makin susah nak main paintball, makin kurang. Fokusnya perlu bercakap di belakang mic. Terharunya, never did I thought that I would be the one who commentate, you know, be a commentator. I never planned this. I never in the back of my mind since I started playing paintball that one day aku nak jadi commentator and whatnot kan. But maybe the reason why I'm here is to kickstart, you know, other avenues in terms of impian dan cita-cita untuk orang lain. Oh, at one point bila aku dah slow down main, aku nak jadi macam Berg lah, you know, and I would be glad to be the one who share, you know, if there's any possible, you know, candidates commentator. And untuk orang-orang yang berjaya cungkilkan aku punya bakat terpendam lah ibaratnya kan. Dulu bila aku main paintball ni, sejak before the live stream, kita ada video paintball betul, you know, by X Media, by channel from overseas yang datang, contohlah datang WCA and shoot, and then the output post event, the video output dalam 3-4 minit. Semua orang akan tengok every single second of the video and berharap bahawa muka ada masuk. Tak dapat muka pun ada face mask pun jadi. And, you know, in the back of my mind, I was there, you know. Sometimes kadang-kadang tu once in a while aku buka balik video-video yang ada selingan aku ni, you know, for my own memory and for my own self satisfaction, you know, for my feel good moment. And I always hope that kalau contohnya POV bermain dalam padang, aku always hope yang kalau aku bermain sekarang, aku dalam shot kameraman yang dalam padang kan. Siapa kameraman tu kan? Nick, Faris. Tapi malangnya aku belakang tabir kan. So aku masih mengimpikan benda-benda macam tu, tapi rupanya Allah bagi aku yang lebih baik. Okay, I am so grateful for that. Allah bagi aku lebih baik, yang mana my presence is always in the live stream. Okay. Sebab apa? Sebab bila ada live stream ni, okay, players main post event, dia akan rewind balik, dia akan study balik 2 days of content. Kalau normally event 2 hari kan, buka balik content, tengok cara dia bermain, tengok macam mana kill tu dia lakukan, on the break dia macam mana, tengok mistake apa dia buat, yang jatuh tergolek, yang mana pernah ada injury dalam padang, kita manage capture benda-benda macam tu, so these are the moments that players will carry on in their life, in the future. Walaupun lah ada orang macam aku personally, aku tengok player bila post event, dia clipkan bahagian dia main tu dan post it on Facebook atau any social media, Instagram, whatnot. Myself, aku represent Goran Friends and the live stream team before this, grateful. Maknanya konten kita ni berjaya mengindahkan kehidupan dia. 10 years down the road, at one point player tu dah tak main, I miss this moment. Dia tengok balik kan, tengoklah dia punya aksi-aksi dia tu dengan komentarinya kan. Komentari tu kadang-kadang merapu apa semua kan. And I really hope that most players didn't get offended, because at the end of the day it's just banter. It's me showing love to you guys, especially yang player yang aku dah kenal, me saying things about you, whether it's good or whether it's funny or whatnot. It's how I show love towards you guys. And sometimes people come back at me, players that, Berg, bila kau comment on the video, on the live stream, and I managed to clip it, it is much more memorable, rather than tengok video tanpa komentari. Sebab kalau video tanpa komentari ni, tepi padang boleh ambil dah, minta kau tolong ambil aku punya video tepi padang main Dorito, main Snake macam mana kan, atau main center macam mana kan. It doesn't feel the same, and being a part of that means I am part of your life, and to touch so many hearts of players, I am grateful. Thank you so much. Alhamdulillah, thank you so much Allah SWT for giving me this opportunity. This part make me very terharu. Kadang-kadang orang datang balik, Berg, kadang aku masak ni pun tournament dah habis pun aku dengar ni macam podcast, things like that, and what excite me the most every time commentating is because it's not the same. Every event is not the same, every match is not the same. There's always something new, and layout will never be the same, from the previous one. Or macam kalau contoh layout tu yang 10 tahun lepas pun kita mana ingat dah layout tu rupa macam mana. Okay, things like that, the excitement of going into Saturday or going to Sunday, especially in the knockout rounds, where now you can see that my style of commentating is more hype towards the end of the tournament, as it should be. Okay, so I can safely say I will still do this every time I have the time, every time I have the capacity to be part of the live stream crew. I will do this always, no doubt about that. Right, moving towards 2026, next season. Okay, field dah makin banyak. Literally, kalau kita satu-satu, I think we can safely say 7-8 field, active field, or maybe more throughout the whole Malaysia. Of course, most of it in the Peninsula side. Okay, and harapannya adalah with these new fields, new teams coming in, because the growth of paintball itself, dia tak tally. There's not the number of tournaments next year. There's going to be a lot, just like this year. Okay, but players dengan martial dia tak tally, dia punya kenaikan tu. Kalau so we need more new teams, we need more new players. Okay, same with martial as well. If you're a player and you feel the need to be part of the paintball community again, if not, I mean, you can always start be an audience first kan, but after that, what matters is the pengalaman on the field itself, the vibe, the environment, the situation and whatnot. So you can always go back to marshalling. Macam kita pernah tengok marshal Mi Ami mula marshalling, Fast from El Mohad, sometimes Nick Ming Hui yang dia buat dua, Dulu dia buat 3 sekarang ni. Kadang-kadang dia bermain, kadang-kadang dia jadi fotografer, kadang-kadang dia jadi marshal, you know. And antaranya Presiden and Pro sekarang Putera Saifullah, dulu main dengan Unicorn Legacy, sekarang dah jadi Presiden and Pro. You never know. Okay, apa perjalanan akan datang untuk korang semua ni. Okay, so moving forward, I really hope to see the Malaysian paintball scene just like 10 years ago, whereby we can easily fill in 30 teams of Division 4, 20 plus team of Division 3 and whatnot. Bigger things means bigger avenues for organizers to create opportunity, and bigger skill means much more valuable experience as a player or as a team itself, just like that, because we've been there, we've done that, it's just a matter of time bila kita akan kembali semula, and hopefully when we come back to that age and we can maintain the peak, kita maintain je kat situ. Alright, sebab organizer pun dah makin berani, okay, menyajikan produk-produk diorang. Ada 3 leg of this, 4 legs of that, one day, one off event, big event like Penang yang mana register more than 100 teams, benda-benda macam tu. And then speaking of the growth of paintball itself, it goes back to the organizer as well, to how to increase how to grow the sport. For example, the existing of the live stream, as a platform, to bring this sport to the masses, things like that. Dia dah jadi satu tanggungjawab, bukan untuk organizer juga, untuk semua juga, daripada sekecil-kecil audience ataupun kru dah atas padang sampai ke entiti yang besar macam organizer. Semua orang main peranan. I mean, if you love this sport, you know what to do, okay? And of course, at the end of the day, it's just a hobby, but it's a hobby with family values. I learn a lot. I gain so many friends, I gain so many, kalau dalam bahasa Melajunya, kalau kawan tu biasa je, sahabat. I gain so many sahabat. I gain so many people who help me with my life, in and off the field, things like that. So tak adil lah kalau aku seorang je merasa benda tu, kita nak semua orang rasa benda tu, and for certain pasukan, dia dah macam satu family, kan. Kebanyakan pasukan dah macam satu family dah, kan. Cuma kita nak nampak banyak family tu, win or lose, at the end of the day, you still have your family with you, kan. Kok mana pun kita ni hidup ni, teruk mana sekalipun kita ni, kalau kita gagal ke, kita jatuh terduduk, yang akan terima kita siapa? Family juga akan terima kita, as who we are, as who we are lah, basically, kan. Dia tak ada bias, things like that. And sometimes with this, paintball family kind of stuff, kadang macam the reason why you keep on gunning, you want to win, you try hard to win because of you want to make your family proud, other than your own family, your parents, your wife, your kids and whatnot, but your second family, which is your paintball family, because people will always remember your presence within the family. Tak lupa juga, okay, selain daripada tu, dengan bantuan-bantuan media lain yang tersohor, yang dulu kini selamanya always be the best, as media, Abang Bob Taha, Abang Wan Mat, yang who've been in the industry for so freaking long. Started off with Assassin X, Abang Wan Mat. I'm not sure about Abang Bob Taha, whether dia main paintball religiously ke tak dulu, but now, he has touched the hearts of so many players, even to a point where kalau tak ada AX Media, dia pelik sikit event tu. Dia macam ada benda tak cukup, So my wish for AX Media as well to grow, to have more apprentice in your team, in the AX Media squad, and to remember the late King Ang Photography, the late organisers of, Abang Fuad, arwah Abang Fuad, tournament director arwah Abang Pian. These are the names, to mention a few lah, kan. yang terlibat dalam pembangunan sukan paintball kat Malaysia ni. To hope that paintball to be an Olympic is a very big dream. It's a very big dream. But let's do this in our skill, the local skill first. Kita mula dengan tempat kita sendiri, kita mulakan dengan kampung kita sendiri. Okay, where paintball is for the masses, not for the elites. Okay, because the background of paintball itself dari macam-macam orang datang from various background of life, from different walks of life. Daripada sekecil-kecil jawatan sampai ke besar-besar jawatan. And semua orang datang to the field with one common ground, one thing in common, which is paintball, and that's it. Okay, and hopefully for pro shops as well to be part of the growth as well, rather than selling and buying and purchasing paintball equipments. I would like to see, like back then, more sponsorships coming in. Sebab if we can't rely on, I'm not saying we can't rely on to expect big companies to invest in us, tapi kita tak ready, no point. Let us do it now. Let us do this for us, so that orang lain will recognize. Imagine big brands, this sport is growing, we need to chip in now. We need to invest in this sport. We need to grow the sport for the masses. There's so many good qualities about the sport. And in terms of age, daripada antara orang yang prove it can be played from a very early beginning. Macam Shifa started at 11, I think. Joseph, the most valuable young kid, I think. There's an award for that. Managed to prove it. Even young kids can start to play. Ashtar Ifat of Rock Troopers, Kaisara. Dulu kita ada Abang Boy juga at one point started at very early age, waktu umur dia belasan tahun. Sampai ketua umur 60-an. I think paling lama pernah jumpa player umur 60 something. I think like 63 or something. I used to have a friend playing the same thing. Shout out Andre Soliano, pun pernah main. So it covers a lot of demography. So hopefully moving forward, we grow bigger, because the only way to go is up, and that's it. Because we hit rock bottom, the Malaysian paintball scene hit rock bottom, but as a whole, we managed to make a comeback. I consider every single person who has been gunning, who has been organizing, who has been marshalling since day one of Malaysian paintball until now, is the true comeback kings. Okay, for us live stream team, our dream is to be part of all tournaments, if possible, of Malaysian paintball. Okay, our short-term goal is to one day to be a regular in the Borneo paintball scene, though the cost is very high, but that's our short-term plan. Okay, to be part of the Borneo paintball scene, and hopefully to gain traction in the Borneo side, Sabah, Sarawak, Brunei, and so on on that side. Other than that, for us to get even bigger, if you get bigger, meaning you can create more contents, you can add more values in the live stream. Who knows, one day, my personal dream, my professional personal dream to the live stream is to have statistic in the live stream, but to put it simply, we would like to be the gold sport of Asia, but we're going to start local first. We've done it for 3 years in a row. This is by far the most tournaments we have in a year, live streaming, and hopefully moving forward, we can provide more quality stream to all of you paintballers and non-paintballers audience. Okay. And on behalf of the live stream crew and friends especially, and myself, thank you so much to be part of the live stream, whether you're an audience or you're a player, you're a marshal, pit crew, whatsoever. Thank you so much to be part of my life. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Allah SWT, for this opportunity, for this chance to prove myself that I can still contribute to the sport that I love the most, paintball. Looking forward to 2026. Okay, I would like to see more underdog stories. I would like to see big moments to be captured on camera. Okay, hopefully in the knockout rounds of the tournament. Okay, because it's much more memorable like that. Okay, I would see kelahiran new teams. Teams will break all odds, and to fight against all odds to win in the big division, in the higher level, and two more numbers of team, of course, and lagi banyak Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 dan Division 4. In 2026, I can't wait for the next season to start, and hopefully to see you on the live stream for you to perform your best in the future.